It's Tuesday night, Bible study time. My best bro is Jesus, and your best bro is Jesus. We're going to be getting into this, best word for this, reinstating and like recoiling up that relationship with the Father. And we're going to be, our main scripture is going to be over in 1 John chapter 3. And so, basically, today, the Father was, we're talking about what we're going to do the video on, and also something that's very important to me, and that is making sure that our relationship with the Father is a-okay, doing good. And actually, I just realized lighting is kind of bad. So, 1 second. Whoop. Sorry about that, guys. We're getting back into this. I didn't want to waste that intro, so I'm just flying with it. Anyways, guys, so we are hopping over into 1 John chapter 3. And if you get a second, I would recommend that you just go ahead and read this entire chapter. This will basically teach you everything that I'm about to show you. Everything that you need to know about maintaining that relationship with Him and keeping it solid and just like on fire. Keeping the fire going. Excited for Him. Excited about what He's doing in your life. So, here we go. I got this. So if you're having trouble with your relationship with the Father, and you just kind of feel like you're in a dead space, and you're not doing so hot, and it's just like there's just a dead feeling inside of you. Like you need to rekindle, like the fire just went out and you just need to rekindle. Well, here we go. You want to remember His goodness. And, to do that, you think, man, you just go back and relate to all those times that He affected your life. But it goes deeper than that. Whenever you're reading the Word, the Word is like the best place to really find out who He is and remember of His goodness. Remember all those things that He did for you. Some of those things that you haven't even really seen. Like Jesus coming here. You never got to see Jesus. But let it become real to you. Dig deep in the Word. Don't be surface with the Word. Just reading it and reading it casually and having your time be surface with Him. And I'm gonna put this a little bit closer. And just dig deep. Every time you do it, every time you get in the Word, and every time you spend time with Him, it's an occasion. Turn it into something that's exciting, and it's an occasion. It's like date night, You want to make sure it's something special. Don't lose that heart and that fire for Him. And don't let yourself become dead and just another brick in the wall. Oh man, that's a song. Anyways, and the second thing, it's a 3-step thing. It's super easy, and it's die to yourself. And you just want to do the things that you don't want to do. Keep in discipline. We talked about last video, I think it was discipline. I think it was last video. Can't remember. But keeping yourself disciplined, doing those things like cleaning up the house and making sure you are disciplined in digging into the Word and not just being surface level with it too. That's a big thing. Discipline into being active and healthy too. The father didn't raise a bunch of fatsos. His kids aren't fat. You know what I mean? He wants us to be active and strong. For us to take care of our bodies and not just let it go to waste. But anyways, and the best way to discipline your body, I feel like, and it's really the best way to hear the Father too, if you're feeling like you're in a wrong spot, and that's the fast. Fast however long you want. The main thing that's important is just, don't let anybody know you're fasting. And just do it out of wanting Him and wanting to be closer to Him and wanting to please Him. Let it have nothing to do with, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes Christians can get into like a competition kind of thing where they see how long they can fast, and I don't make it into anything like that. And also make it a fully water fast if you're going to do with the no food. Don't have any juices or any kind of shakes or anything. Just fully cut it all off and consecrate yourself to Him. Separate yourself. And it's really best to do it at a time where you're going to have a couple days by yourself, and like a weekend or something like that, and you can just cancel all your plans and take that time to just be with Him and to fast and to listen. That way you can have that direction in your life to see where to go. And third step is to be righteous. He's called you to be righteous because, well, you're His kid. He called you to be His kid. And you can tell someone who's worldly and someone who's His kid by their righteousness, by their fruit. And, a person who sins, a person who, practices sin, that person's not His kid. That person's not righteous. That's a sinner. But a Christian, a child of God, that person does not practice sin. So, he is not a sinner. But he is righteous and made perfect. And every single day he's working to perfection in Him. And, it's not something that it's done, on your own at all. This is done purely just because you love the Father and you love Him so much and you want to please Him. This isn't out of a self-righteous kind of thing. You just want to please the Father. So I'm going to read some major scriptures throughout 1 John chapter 3. And probably should, so you can see my face as I bend down a little bit. Let's see, chapter 7. Oh, yeah. All right. I mean, not chapter 7. Verse 7. I'm going to be jumping around all over here, just hitting some major bullet points. But for this session, I believe it is... Yeah. I don't believe it is necessary for you to read all of 1 John chapter 3. Anyways, verse 7. Little children, do not let anyone lead you astray. The one who practices righteousness is righteous, just as he is righteous. The one who practices sin is of the devil. For the devil has sinned and violated God's law from the beginning. And the Son of God appeared for this very purpose, to destroy the works of the devil. Verse 9. And no one who is born of God practices sin, because God's seed is in him. Remains in him, And he cannot sin, because he is born of God and longs to please Him. See that? He cannot sin. A person who is born of God cannot sin. Those born-again believers cannot sin because we long to please him. Verse 11, let's jump down there. For this is the message which you have heard from the beginning, that we should love and seek the best for one another. It goes on to talk about how Cain and Abel, that story, if you don't know it, recommend you read it. Basically, Cain killed his brother. Jealousy, that stuff, not love. And did I do that? I did. All right. 14. We know that we have passed out of death into life because we love the brothers and sisters. He who does not love remains in death. Continue on. 16. But this we know, love, that he laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the believers. There we go, guys. So, now you guys have your 3 steps to rekindle that fire with him. And, let me know in the comments how that goes. Because I'm excited if you were feeling a little down. I'm excited to hear how that all went. And like I said, read all of 1 John chapter 3. Because you're going to get some real revelation. Just kind of read it slowly and just really, don't take it lightly. Don't be surface level with it. Like I keep on saying throughout this, you just really kind of just chew it, eat it. It's good. Anyways, this has been My Best Bro is Jesus. And if you got to this point of the video, we all know that your best bro is Jesus too. Hit that like button, subscribe. Have a good time. We'll see you next Tuesday.